Yes, hi, Michael. This is Scott Collier from DundalkTV, and I'm very happy to have you on. Sorry to hear about the issue that you're having, but a lot of people are having that issue right now. And just saw your post online. Tell us about your post, please.
Uh, I came home Friday evening and got a robocall from Baltimore County Public Schools, the superintendent, Dr. Williams, along with a follow-up text message that highlighted a document, which basically came out and said that the class of 2020 senior prom, had been canceled, and also went on to suggest that their graduation may also be canceled and that they will might have a virtual graduation. And to put it mildly, I was completely incensed that they would summarily just stamp on the dreams of my daughter and all these other scholars who spent the last 12 years toiling away to reach this prize, reach the point in their life, this landmark occasion where they go to their senior prom, and then they go to graduation, walk across the stage in their cap and gown, get their diploma while their families are cheering them on. All those things that happen one time in a child's life.
I understand your feelings, and but I have to say that there's people that are upset about a 3-year-old's birthday, and a person with their 100th birthday. Have compassion for that.
Well, I mean,
but wait a second. At the same time, if the government allowed people to do things where they put people's lives in jeopardy, that would be wrong to do as well. And then the finger pointing would go the other way. I commented to you that I feel that I have a solution, and so I feel like I do have some kind of solution that I would like to talk to you about. But I would like to hear from your daughter too. You laid out what the problem is. I would like to hear from your daughter, if that's okay. You said she would be a part of the interview, and possibly your wife as well.
Absolutely, but I just wanted to make the thing. I wasn't saying that we should disregard the current health crisis.
Yes.
I was saying that this will come to pass, and there will be a time when everything goes back to normal.
Yes.
And there's no problem with delaying their prom and their graduation to that point.
Okay.
But not to just summarily dismiss it and dismiss that possibility.
Okay, and I'm in agreement with you on that was probably handled in the wrong way, and I do feel like I have I feel like I have a remedy to that situation. So if you would be kind enough, please let your daughter share what it means to her and her classmates.
It was very shocking to hear about how my prom was canceled, and it also shocked me on how it upset my parents, because it made my dad angry and very furious, and it had my mom crying and basically in tears about it, because she wanted to see me go to prom, and it caught and I just got my prom dress with my purse and shoes, and we paid for the prom. And
yeah, well, this is a very special time in your life. Just your prom, your graduation, it's huge. You've went from being a child to a young adult and getting ready to move into adulthood, and this is something extremely precious to everyone going through this process, going from child, young adult into adulthood. So I feel for you, and I hope that your father and I can discuss something here in a couple minutes, and maybe get this all worked out. I'm sure that since this has happened, you talked to a couple of your friends, and what was the general consensus with your friends?
I'm generally sure that they're all shocked and furious about all this.
So pretty much just like your family, they want to have a prom. They want to have the graduation as well.
Yeah, because they worked really hard to achieve and succeed to get to where they are.
Yes, and you want to have this special moment. There's no doubt about that. So okay. So I'm gonna as you and your mom and your dad are sitting there. This is what I see now. Michael, you're a member of the Post 38, and I just did an interview with them. They're doing some great outreach for veterans. If anybody needs help during this virus, call Post 38. And also, Michael, you're doing something with a blood drive, and I'll be happy to do an interview with you about that sometime soon. But I think that the Post could help out with maybe doing something there once people are okay. If somehow or another Baltimore County doesn't come up with everything, there's a possibility that doing something at the Post, you have a lovely area to hold things. You have a beautiful bar, you have a nice little stage, you have a nice outdoor area. You might be able to do something outside if the weather cooperates. If it doesn't, then you could do some stuff inside. So I think that you could pull this off. You might even be able to have a graduation prom maybe the same day. You could have the graduation first and then have the prom afterwards. So might be able to pull it off. That is the idea that I wanted to share with you.
Yeah, I already talked with our lounge manager, and him and I had the conversation. And,
Great.
And he's definitely behind that concept, and you know, of course, we're still too early in the process because we don't know when all this is going to go away.
Yes.
But that's definitely something that we're looked at. If Baltimore County falls through and someone else doesn't step up with a better idea, that is definitely something we would pursue.
Yes, well, you want to get the, once there's supposed to be test kits coming out, so if people get tested before this happens, make sure everybody's healthy that's coming to it. People kind of, when the time's coming up, get tested, shortly before then, kind of remain in a self quarantine kind of atmosphere to the best possibility you can during that time to make sure that that you can have the event as safely as possible, but still at the same time have the have this for your daughter and for the rest of the people, because even as important it is that we all self-isolate right now, we're going to have to start moving forward with life sooner or later. There's going to come a time when we're going to be moving forward. So I agree with you that we wait for that right time and move forward, and I hope that other people are having similar issues maybe decide that they want to move in this direction too, that they can still have that, so they don't have to be heartbroken and crushed over this, because you have spent all this time waiting for your daughter to have these special moments, and you shouldn't be denied that.
Well,
able to
hi.
have a good plan B.
This is Mike's wife, Ann.
Yes, hello, Ann.
It's not only our daughter as well, it's the whole senior class, but our niece is also a senior.
Yes.
Over at Patapsco. So, it's not only done that. We understand about them putting it on hold, not canceling, but postponing it. That would have been the issue. I mean, instead of taking and doing it the way that they did and contacting people through robocall, they could have done so many other different ways. They could have had a virtual town hall and asked the parents to participate.
Yes, I agree.
See how they wanted to work it.
Yes, I was just going to say they should have gotten the opinion of everyone involved and tried to work out a different game plan, and that's still a possibility. You can always put a plan B in motion, and it sounds like you are already kind of on your way. But I wanted to allow you to have the opportunity to share what's going on and make other people aware of what's happening. And also, I thought that I had a pretty good idea, and you are already working on that already.
Yeah, we're also trying to get in touch with all the other American Legion posts throughout the state to see if they want to take and go ahead and volunteer their posts to do this for all the seniors throughout the whole state, not just
right
in this area.
Right, and I agree. It is possible that the American Legion could be sponsoring a lot of these. So great idea, and I'm glad that you and Michael are working on this. Michael's a great guy that I met at the Post before, and have known some people there, and have fond memories of the Post, going back to when I used to hang numbers on the scoreboards when Post 38 were holding their baseball game.
Oh yeah, we're both officers over there. That we met through the Army National Guard. We were both serving together.
Yes. Well, Post 38 is a great fixture in our community. It's been there for over 100 years.
Yeah, I mean it's a great place. I mean, got a lot of great people there. You know,
Big part of the community.
yeah, big part of the community.
Absolutely. If there's any way that Dundalk TV can help you out with this particular situation, be happy to help out.